Good evening and welcome to Justeventoneline News at 9. I'm Anifat Ismail. The news headlines: Tinubu calls for a corruption-free judiciary. Federal government offers retired teachers technical school jobs. Representatives commit to judiciary reform. Advance 23 constitutional bills. First Lady urged collective action to protect children from sexual abuse. Federal government urged Africa to rethink strategy for fair global trade. Nigeria's foreign reserves rises to $46 billion. ASUU warns of nationwide varsity shutdown as negotiation stalls. NELFUND warns students about fake loan portal. Now the news in details. President Bola Tinubu has warned that integrity is judiciary's lifeblood, declaring that justice cannot be bought and the courts must never accommodate compromise. Tinubu said this at the opening of the 2025 All-Nigerian Judges Conference of the Superior Court at the National Judicial Institute, Abuja. While delivering the keynote address, the president said corruption on the bench destroys the nation at its core and discipline must be firm, transparent, and consistent. The federal government, through the Federal Ministry of Education, has commenced plans to engage retired teachers as tutors in new technical and vocational education training program. This was reviewed in a memo from the Ministry of Education, signed by the Technology and Science Education Department in Abuja. The program is a collaborative effort between the federal government and the National Board for Technical Education, with accredited training centers established across the 30 states and the Federal Capital Territory. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, has reiterated the Parliament's commitment to strengthening the judiciary, deepening its independence, and improving the efficiency of the nation's justice system. Speaking Abuja on Monday, the Speaker, represented by the Deputy Speaker, Benjamin Kalu, highlighted the ongoing legislative efforts aimed at constitutional reforms, enhanced funding, and oversight measures designed to boost judicial performance. It disclosed that the House has advanced 23 constitutional amendment bills targeting critical reforms in the judiciary and the electoral process. The First Lady, Senator Oluwemi Tinubu, has called on Nigerians to ensure adequate protection for all children against sexual exploitation and abuse. She made the call in Abuja on Tuesday to mark the World Day for the Prevention of and Healing from Child Sexual Exploitation and Sexual Abuse 2025. Mrs. Tinubu urged parents and the wider society to prioritize the safety of children and make it a collective responsibility to protect them from any form of sexual abuse. Nigeria has called on African nations to rethink their collective approach to global trade, warning that no country on the continent can thrive in isolation amid shifting economic pressures. Speaking at the second African Cassava Conference in Abuja with the theme Building Sustainable and Quality-Driven Cassava Industries in Africa, the Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Senator Abubakar Atiku Bagudu, noted that while Nigeria is investing heavily in grassroots economic expansion, Africa must simultaneously confront the realities of global trade, where collective action remains essential for sustainable growth. The nation's foreign reserve has risen to over $46 billion, according to the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Olayemi Kadoso. Kadoso disclosed this at the opening of the Monetary Policy Department 20th Anniversary Colloquium in Abuja on Tuesday. He said it was the first time the country reached such a level since 2018, and that it could cover over 10 months of imports. The Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASUU, has warned that it will resume its nationwide strike if an agreement is not reached with the federal government at the expiration of its 1-month ultimatum. ASUU Kano Zonal Coordinator Abdul Qadir Mohammed gave the warning in Kano during a news conference after the zone's meeting. Mohammed decried what he described as a sluggish approach to negotiating key agreement aimed at revitalizing Nigeria's public university system. The Nigerian NELFUND has alerted the public to a fraudulent message circulating online claiming that the NELFUND students' low registration portal is open. In a post from its X handle on Tuesday, NELFUND urged students and the general public not to click on the link or provide any personal information, emphasizing that the official low registration portal is only accessible through the fund's verified channels. The agency reminded applicants to exercise caution online and to report any suspicious links or communications claiming to be from NELFUND. And that'll be all on Just Events Online News at 9. Here's the recap of the story. Tinubu calls for corruption-free judiciary. Federal government offers retired teachers technical school jobs. Representative commit to judicial reforms. Advance on 3 constitutional bills. First Lady urged collective action to protect children from sexual abuse. Federal government urged Africa to rethink strategy for fair global trade. Nigeria's foreign reserve rises to $46 billion. ASUU warns of nationwide varsity shutdown as negotiation stalls. NELFUND warns students about fake loan portal. Thank you for watching Just Event Online News. Always respect the interests of the people around you and treat everyone fairly. For more news, visit www.justeventoneline.com, and to read more updates, follow us on our social media platforms with the tab at Just Event Online. You can also send us an email on justeventonline@gmail.com. I am Anifat Ismail. Good night.